Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Bobby Blockman, for those of you who don't know me, and beginning with this video, I'm going to be starting a series of rants, starting with spoiled children. Alright guys, so like I said before, this rant is going to be about spoiled children, which is a topic that a friend of mine brought up, which inspired me to make this video. And it took me until my friend pointed it out to realize that everything he was saying about these spoiled kids nowadays it's actually really true when you think about it. But like one of the things he was saying is like you see like 6 and 7-year-old kids like walking around with like cell phones and iPods and stuff, and like that just proves how spoiled kids can be. Because kids of this generation, like they take so much stuff for granted. Like they have cell phones and they have iPods, like I said, and like they take this stuff for granted way too much. Do you want to know what I had to play with when I was like 6 and 7 years old? Legos. So yeah, all I had to play with when I was a kid was Legos and action figures and stuff, but I didn't complain. But if you see kids nowadays, like if they go like an hour without their phone, or like they get their iPod taken away, it's like they think it's like hell or something. This is the kind of stuff that kids from my generation wish that they had, because I mean even now it's still like the coolest stuff ever. If kids from my generation had this stuff, then we'd think it was like the coolest thing ever. But kids nowadays, they think it's like like it's the social norm nowadays. So basically like having all kinds of stuff and basically being spoiled is essentially what society has come to with kids nowadays. Honestly, I've like totally lost track of whether or not it's the kids' fault for being too greedy, or it's the adults' fault for being soft and letting their kids just be spoiled and like basically get whatever they want out of them. And I'm beginning to think that it's sort of a mix of the two. Like I'm seriously beginning to think like it's both the kids being greedy and the adults giving in that's sort of mixing together and forming this new sort of spoiled kid. So yeah, essentially what I'm trying to say is that kids are spoiled and they're relying on all this brand new stuff to be happy, basically. Actually, on a similar topic to that, I want to bring up the lifespan of certain technologies that I think is sort of relevant to the whole spoiled kids thing. If you notice, like, kids nowadays, like, they have all the newest stuff, like, they get stuff when it's brand new. That's basically the norm, like, getting stuff when it's new and not having stuff for a while. And, like, basically the lifespan of technology is getting smaller and smaller every single day until eventually it's not going to exist anymore. Like, these companies that, I'm not going to name names, but all these big companies that make technology, they're basically decreasing the lifespan of their products so that people will buy more of their products in a smaller span of time, which basically means that they want people to spend more money in order to get the exact same stuff, which is not really that much different, but they say it's like a whole new thing. Now, me, for one, I'm not really giving in to this whole outdated technology thing and how after like a year this piece of technology is outdated, because I still rely on some of the older stuff and I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. As a matter of fact, just to prove it to you guys, let me show you guys an example. In case you haven't already figured out what this is an MP3 player. This is the MP3 player that I've been using to listen to music since I got it in 2009. Yeah, that's correct. I've been using this thing for 3 years. It still works perfectly fine. I've never had problems with it. It does what I need it to do, so I don't see a purpose in getting all new stuff when this still works perfectly fine. If a kid in a younger generation came along listening to music on this, they'd probably get made fun of. Actually, I do get made fun of for using this thing, but I don't see any problems with it, so I don't see a purpose in spending a bunch of money to get an iPod when that still works perfectly fine. So yeah, essentially the younger generation is sort of decreasing the lifespan of technology so that even brand new technology will seem old as soon as something like a new model comes out and replaces it. So yeah, I think that's basically it for this rant. If you got the point out of this, kids are spoiled and the lifespan of technology is decreasing. So yeah, that's basically it for this rant. If you want me to make more of them, leave suggestions in the comment section below on what I should do more rants on, and I'll try to make more as soon as I can. Alright, so this is Bobby Blockman, and I am now signing off. Alright, good night, people.